Act 1. The Siege. Bro, you're standing on the cold-ass stone walls of the fortress. No cap. The wind's hitting your face like it's literally trying to warn you. Smoke rising way out in the distance, for real. And deadass, an Ottoman army is charging straight at you at full speed. 40,000 men, cannons, war horses, flags stretched across the entire horizon, like a storm with one single mission: to delete you.
Your heart is going absolutely feral right now. Like it's finna burst straight out of your chest. Because low-key, you already know the truth. Nobody is coming to save you, period. Act 2. The math. 1552. Year 1552. No printer. Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent had been cooked every single army that pulled up on him. For real. Whole kingdoms ate and left no crumbs. Done. Hungary absolutely folded. Cities that stood for centuries turned to ash. Just like that. And now, his eyes are locked on your fortress. You hit up King Ferdinand for reinforcements, sent messengers, wrote letters, the whole thing. Days passed, weeks passed. No army, no reply, not even a "we'll think about it." Pure dead silence. So you climb down from the walls and count your defenders. Professional soldiers, farmers, blacksmiths, old men, teenagers who had literally never held a sword in their lives.
And scared-ass peasants hiding inside their homes with their families, praying that somehow you'd figure something out before it was too late. 2,000 people against 40,000. Any normal person would have tapped out right there, packed their bags, opened the gates, take the deal. But you can't do that. No way. Because behind you are thousands of innocent people who are counting on you. Like you're literally their last W.
You grip your sword tight, and you make the decision. I'm not surrendering. Not today, not ever. Not while I'm still breathing. Built different. Act 3. The Coffin. A few hours later, Ottoman messengers pull up to the fortress gates. They're offering a peaceful surrender. No bloodshed, safe passage. Low-key sounds like a smart deal, not gonna lie. Your soldier, voice literally shaking, looks at you and asks what the move is. You stare at the enemy camp for a sec, then you calmly turn around and point at the black coffin sitting in the courtyard. Your soldiers carry that coffin up to the walls and hang it between two spears, right where the messengers can see it. Dead center. No words needed. The message, crystal clear. Come fight us and catch your L permanently. Act 4. The Siege. September 17th. September 17th. First cannon fires. The walls and the ground under your feet start shaking first. Then another hit and another. The Ottoman army keeps going non-stop days. No breaks, no chill. Arrows literally blocking out the sun. Cannonballs tearing through stone like it's paper. People you know. Your people, soldiers, neighbors, kids, dying while screaming just 10 feet away from you. And somehow, you hold the line. At night, you walk through the fortress with a torch.
Wounded soldiers scattered everywhere on the ground. Kids crying next to their moms. Farmers sharpening their broken weapons again. Every single person looks at you the same way, like you're the last wall standing between them and complete destruction. Then something nobody saw coming happened. The women joined the fight. Kids, women, elderly. They carried boiling water up to the walls and poured it on Ottoman soldiers climbing up.
Some women picked up swords from fallen soldiers and started fighting alongside everyone else. No training, no armor, no hesitation. The whole fortress became one family, going absolutely feral for survival. And for a moment, you actually thought, maybe we're gonna win this. Act 5. The Hard Calls. September 29th. The morning of September 29th, it's different, and not in a good way. The Ottomans breach a tower. Enemy soldiers start flooding through the gap.
Your army starts falling back. Panic spreads like wildfire. For free. If they secure that tower, the fortress is cooked. Everyone inside, you immediately turn to your cannon crews. Fire on the tower. Dead silence. Because everyone knows what that means. Your own men are still inside. You give the order again. The cannons fire. The entire tower collapses on top of the Ottoman soldiers. Stone, fire, dust, screams. Hundreds buried under the rubble. Just like that. That night, word came in some of your own people had started thinking surrendering was the only way to survive. They'd been outside too long, and their will had completely broke down.
They were finna betray you. You moved fast, because the fear inside the walls was low-key more dangerous than the enemy outside. Because if the morale broke, everyone behind those walls was gonna die anyway. Sometimes, the hardest call is the right call. No cap. Act 6, the worst day. October 4, October 4th, the gunpowder storage exploded. The blast sent soldiers flying through the air. Walls cracked wide open.
Supplies turned to ash in seconds. Whatever weapons were left, gone. Just like that. The Ottomans heard the explosion. They pushed forward immediately. No hesitation. Thousands of soldiers sprinting toward the breach. Your exhausted defenders getting pushed back, step by step, bodies everywhere. So much smoke you couldn't see anything. And for the first time in this entire disaster, you genuinely felt like it was all over. Through the smoke, a massive, burning, spinning wheel came flying through.
Days kept going. The fighting didn't stop. You were barely sleeping, barely eating. Your hands were shaking from exhaustion, and the only thing keeping you moving was knowing that the people inside needed you. Then one morning, the enemy camp was quiet, way too quiet. You climbed up to the walls and looked out. Ottoman army was pulling back. 40,000 men, the most powerful military force in the world, walking away. You didn't cheer, you didn't yell.
You just stood there in silence and watched that massive army disappear beyond the horizon. 2,000 people had held that fortress. Men, women, farmers who were never even in any army. Kids who never should have been anywhere near a battlefield. Against one of the greatest empires in history. They said the math don't add up. They were right. But nobody told the people inside the fortress that. And that's exactly why they won. No cap. This actually happened. For real.